As we slowly approach the Halloween season, Ruff Life Photography is inviting pet owners to stop by with their favorite furry friends for some Halloween-themed pet photos at Premier Pet Supply West Bloomfield. Now, when is this event? Is there registration required? When you say favorite furry friend, can I bring my husband? Actually, joining us right here on The Splash to break down all of those questions that you were asking about, we have pet photographer from Ruff Life Photography, Christine O'Brien. Thank you for being here, Christine.
Hey there, thanks for having me. This is pretty exciting to be here and
Yes.
talk
And,
about what we're doing.
yes, and we love to have you here to talk about it. So I see a little bit about what's going on in the background, but let's just start off. Just give the event details first and foremost.
So I do pet photography out of all the Premier Pet Supply stores, and we happen to be at the West Bloomfield store this Sunday, October 20th, 4 to 6 p.m. You can bring actually not just furry friends, you can bring reptiles, any pets that you have, and yes, you can bring your spouse for a photo as well. But all are welcome. It is a $10 photo, and every dollar is donated to local rescues.
Ooh, okay. A lot to unpack, but I like that.
Yeah,
First and foremost, thanks for clarifying that you can bring your husband too. But yeah, make sure you bring your pet, dog, reptile, whatever the case may be, gerbil, hamster, and things of that nature. So thank you
your
for
favorite. Yeah.
clarifying that. So what inspired you not only to start Ruff Life Photography, but focus on capturing these special moments with pets and their owners?
Oh my goodness. It started in 2008. A friend asked me to come photograph one of her rescue dogs, and it was a Belgian Malinois, and they're super fast, and I happen to have a fast camera. And it segued into people asking me to do their personal pets, and here we are today. I love doing
Nice.
pet photos. Yeah,
So now we're evolving into different themes, Halloween theme
absolutely.
that we're talking about. Just how has the response from the community been so far?
Oh my goodness. Well, for private clients, I'm very busy, especially this time of year, but we started doing pet portraits out of Premier Pet Supply probably 8 years ago. It started with Santa, and then it grew to having monthly themes, and right now it's Halloween and fall themed. Because it's a really quick snap. It's you get a 4x6 print,
Okay.
and it's only $10. This has become a much bigger thing, and it's huge. So we do suggest you come early to get in line, and then usually there is a line around the store, and we do have people to help with if they're stressed pets.
Mm.
And then yeah, you come for a quick pick, and then you leave with a print, and every dollar is given to charity, to pet nonprofits, which is really cool too.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that again. But with us right here live on the Splash, pet photographer for Ruff Life Photography, Christine O'Brien, talking about their upcoming Halloween themed photography event, October 20th, 4 to 6 p.m. Premier Pet Supply West Bloomfield. Now, do you know of some of the organizations that will be benefiting from this event and some of the funds that'll be raised that you can name?
Sure. Well, I definitely we support anything from outreach groups in Detroit like Dog Aid and Karens, to Teachers Pet, where they work with at-risk kids and shelter dogs, to rescues that are actually adopting out animals like Wagon Tails. There's a bunch of rescues, Happy Paws Haven, Canine Companions Rescue Center. So any of those organizations that are benefiting animals in Metro Detroit, we try to involve as many as possible. So there's multiple
Mm.
groups. I think there's up to like 13 to 15 groups that we donate to.
I like that too because you're also building that bridge between like just the pet community and those
Right.
organizations. Can you just talk about that? How events like this actually helps build that bridge between the local organizations, which some people may not even know existed, and then the local pet community?
Oh, for sure. So even though it's $10 a picture, and it's a couple $100 that we raise each event, for Teacher's Pet, for instance, $100 puts an at-risk youth through their program where they teach a kid to train a dog. So that gives a child a skill, and then it also gives the shelter dog some manners. So it makes that dog more adaptable. So a group like that,
Mm.
$100 goes a long way just to help like multiple organizations. Dog Aid, where they do outreach in Metro Detroit, the Karens, where they do outreach in Metro Detroit. Like $10 is a vaccination for one of those outreach dogs. So
Mm.
every little bit goes a long way for these organizations to have huge successes. And I'm happy. Premier Pet Supply and I we're both happy to be a part of that.
Yeah, nice. See, and that's why we have you here to paint that picture of that perspective, to see how far the money goes and what it actually does and how it makes a difference down the line, making this dog more adoptable, presentable, and things of that nature, making them ready with their shots and things of that nature. So I appreciate that. I applaud that. We all do here at Civic Center TV. Lastly, before we let you go, Christine, any additional information? And before you go, please land the plane with the details of the event again.
Okay, so I am going to be at the West Bloomfield Premier Pet Supply Store on Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. It's October 20th. There are other locations. We have a different backdrop at every location. This just happens to be the backdrop that we're using at this location. Okay. So you can actually come to all the stores. Every dollar is donated. Yeah, you're helping us raise money that are vital to Metro Detroit animals. But yeah, and we have people that will help here. I do have noisemakers to get your dog's attention. I can remove leashes out of the picture. It ends up being a really fun portrait.
Nah, you got a lot going on right there. Look at those pictures. Oh, look at those pictures.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Civics, if you're listening on 89.3 Lakes FM, you got to come over to civiccentertv.com. Look at these beautiful pictures that she is taking. That is fabulous. So we want to thank you again for your time, your energy, and your work in building this connection between the pet communities and the organization. Once again, Christine O'Brien, Ruff Life photographer, pet photographer, talking about the Halloween theme event October 20th at Premier Pet Supply West Bloomfield. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.